Hello everyone, so I'll be like checking my notifications. Oh, tropical hamburger, but the chicken burgers and rice look. Okay, so I have this British friend who's like just discovered that there's this Jollibee restaurant in London. So let me just see the link that he sent in his tweet, and here it says, menu: familiar favorites with a Southeast Asian twist. I've never felt Jollibee. I've never known Jollibee as a restaurant or fast food that brands itself as Southeast Asian, as it's actually it's somewhat inspired by McDonald's, and it actually is like there well there are more Jollibee franchise stores in, at least in the Philippines, than McDonald's, and yeah, I mean Jollibee is really McDonald's big counterpart and Asia's answer to McDonald's in general. So I'm just basically looking at the menu of Jollibee London. So it's quite interesting. You have the fried chicken. It's called the Chicken Joy. You have the gravy with it, which Europeans and Western people would find quite weird. The chicken tenders, we don't have that in the Philippines. It's something I don't know. We don't have that in the Philippines. We have the classic Jollibee spaghetti. Yeah, bucket. The branding and the design is kind of weird though. I don't know. I'm not quite used to that. It's somewhat new or different. The chicken burgers, that doesn't exist in the Philippines. This one doesn't exactly exist, but it does exist in a burger form, but not in a chicken form. So that's interesting. I would like to try that too. It looks interesting. Well, it does have the iconic pineapple and the iconic bacon on it, and the difference only that is the patty isn't beef or pork or some kind of other meat, but chicken and crispy. So well, we don't have those things. These things, the the crispy chicken tenders or whatever. I don't know. I've never seen this in Jollibee. Never seen this in Jollibee. Not the thing in the Philippines, but fine. This one too. Actually, McDonald's have tried to, well, actually, this kind or this format of this idea of rice bowls are like from McDonald's. I'm not so sure about Jollibee here in the Philippines, but I've definitely seen rice bowls that identically look like this in McDonald's. Yeah, Jollibee classics. We have the burger, steak, then the sad looking burgers, but well, they still like they still defeated McDonald's in many ways. Yeah, the very sweet spaghetti. What, plain rice? Okay, they don't do. I'm not so sure. They don't do this in in the Philippines. Plain rice is like always given in every meal. It's like a given. Like if you order a bucket of chicken, you always have rice. Yeah, you always have rice. Desserts, mango coconut sundae. That doesn't. No, I don't recall seeing this in the Philippines, nor this coconut sundae. Why do they have to emphasize on the coconuts? I don't even recall any kind of coconut dessert or dish in Philippine Jollibee. What do they emphasize about the Asian aspect of Jollibee? It's interesting because Jollibee is like the Asian version to the many Western foods that you would find in. I'm so sorry for the background. There's like construction everywhere. Some renovations going on, but anyway, buffalo sauce, honey mustard sauce. What, that doesn't exist in Jollibee. This isn't a thing. Only gravy. It's only gravy. Yeah, and even the McDonald's Philippines will have these gravy dispensers as well, and McDonald's would serve chicken and gravy together because it's like yeah McDonald's would basically copy Jollibee in many ways, since Jollibee was first and foremost the pioneer in the fast food business in the Philippines, and I think in Asia generally as it continues to expand, and that basically McDonald's was late in the game when Jollibee has already established itself. So yeah, with that success, we see the whole of the Jollibee franchise succeeding all over the world. And now, like, I have this friend from the United Kingdom who's like telling me that, hey, we have Jollibee here in London, and yeah, You must try it, definitely.